Here are sample answers to the top 20 Part 1 questions predicted for the IELTS speaking test in November and December 2024. This is episode 2 of a two-part series. Practice regularly to boost your confidence. You can find the PDF link in the first comment. Let's get started. 1. Talents. Do you have a talent or something you are good at?
Yes, I've always had a talent for drawing. It's something I've enjoyed since I was young, and over the years, I've developed my skills by practicing and experimenting with different styles. It helps me relax and express myself creatively.
Do you think your talent can be useful for your future work?
Definitely. I think my talent for drawing could be useful in many areas, especially in creative fields like design or illustration. It could also help me in marketing or advertising, where visual skills are important for communicating ideas effectively.
Do you think people in your family have the same talent?
No, I'm the only one in my family who has this particular talent for drawing. However, my family is full of creative people in other ways, like cooking or music, so we all share a love for creativity.
2. Old buildings. Have you visited many old buildings in your city?
Yes, I've visited a few old buildings in my city, like the historic town hall and an old cathedral. They're fascinating because they tell us a lot about the past. I enjoy walking through them and imagining what life was like back then.
Do you think we should keep old buildings in cities?
Yes, I believe we should preserve old buildings. They're an important part of our history and culture, and they make a city unique. Modern buildings can be built anywhere, but old ones hold memories and stories that shouldn't be lost.
Would you prefer to live in an old building or a modern house?
I'd prefer to live in a modern house because it's usually more comfortable and energy efficient. However, I wouldn't mind visiting or staying in an old building for a short time to enjoy its charm and historical feel.
3. Computers. In what conditions would you use a computer?
I use a computer for work, studying, browsing the internet, and entertainment. It's a versatile tool for tasks like writing, researching, and connecting with others online.
When was the first time you used a computer?
The first time I used a computer was in school when I was about 10 years old. It was mainly for simple tasks like typing and playing educational games.
What would your life be like without computers?
Without computers, my life would be much more difficult. Tasks like research, communication, and work would take much longer, and I would miss out on many conveniences.
In what conditions would it be difficult for you to use a computer?
It would be difficult to use a computer if there was no internet or if the system was not functioning properly. Without access to software or power, it would be unusable.
4. Feeling bored. Do you often feel bored?
Not often, but it happens occasionally, especially when I have nothing productive to do. If my routine becomes repetitive, boredom can set in quickly. That's when I try to find something new or creative to keep myself engaged.
What kinds of things would make you feel bored?
Doing the same tasks for a long time or waiting for something with nothing else to do makes me feel bored. For example, long queues or slow internet can be really frustrating and dull.
What would you do if you feel bored?
If I'm bored, I usually listen to music, watch a show, or read something interesting. Sometimes, Going for a walk or talking to a friend also helps me feel refreshed and entertained.
Do you think childhood is boring or adulthood is boring?
I think adulthood can be more boring because of responsibilities and less free time. Childhood is usually full of fun and discovery, so there's less chance to feel bored. Adults often face repetitive routines, which can feel dull.
5. Advertisements. Do you like watching advertisements?
Not really. Most of the time, I find advertisements annoying, especially when they interrupt shows or videos I'm watching online. However, there are some ads that are creative and entertaining. But overall, I prefer skipping ads if I can.
What types of advertisements do you see in your country?
In my country, I mostly see advertisements for food, electronics, and clothing brands. TV and social media are full of ads promoting fashion trends and fast food. There are also many ads for cars and mobile phones, especially during holidays and festivals.
Do you think advertisements influence people's decisions?
Yes, I think they do, especially when it comes to products like clothes, gadgets, and food. Ads often highlight the best features of a product and make it look very appealing. Even though people might not need something, an ad can make them feel like they do.
Have you bought something because of an advertisement?
Yes, I have. I once bought a skincare product because I saw a lot of ads about it on social media. The ad promised great results and it had a lot of positive reviews. Luckily, it worked for me, but I don't usually buy things based only on ads anymore.
6. Teachers. Do you have a favorite teacher from school?
Yes, I do. My favorite teacher was my history teacher, Mr. Thompson. He had a great way of explaining things and made history really interesting. His passion for the subject was contagious, and he always encouraged us to ask questions.
What qualities do you think make a good teacher?
A good teacher should be patient, knowledgeable, and able to explain things clearly. They should also be supportive, encouraging students to do their best. I believe a teacher who makes learning enjoyable can have a big impact on students.
Have you ever thought about becoming a teacher?
Not really, but I have a lot of respect for teachers. It's a challenging job that requires dedication and a love for helping others learn. While I've considered roles where I help others, I haven't specifically thought about teaching.
How important do you think teachers are in a child's development?
I think teachers play a huge role in a child's growth. They not only help with academic learning, but also influence a child's confidence and character. A good teacher can inspire students and make a lasting positive impact on their lives.
7. Teamwork. Do you like teamwork?
Yes, I enjoy working in a team because it allows everyone to bring their unique skills to the table. It's also a great way to learn from others and solve problems together. I think teamwork makes tasks more efficient and enjoyable.
Have you ever worked in a team with someone else before?
Yes, I've worked in teams many times, especially during school projects and at my job. For example, I recently worked with my colleagues to organize a company event, and it went really well. Everyone's contribution was valuable.
What do you learn from working in a team?
Teamwork has taught me how to communicate better and share responsibilities. I've also learned how to listen to different perspectives and compromise when needed. These skills are useful not just in work, but also in everyday life.
What do you dislike about working in a team?
Sometimes working in a team can be challenging, especially if people don't pull their weight or if there's miscommunication. It can be frustrating when decisions take longer because everyone has different opinions.
8. Bikes. Do you know how to ride a bike?
Yes, I do. I learned how to ride a bike when I was a child. It's a skill that's been useful for both leisure and getting around quickly without needing a car. Riding a bike also brings back fond memories of my childhood.
How often do you ride a bike?
I don't ride a bike as often as I used to, but I still go for a ride occasionally on weekends. It's a great way to exercise and enjoy the outdoors. When the weather is nice, I find biking to be a relaxing and enjoyable activity. I find biking to be a relaxing and enjoyable activity.
Do you think cycling is popular in your country?
Yes, cycling is quite popular in my country, especially in cities where it's promoted as a healthy and eco-friendly way to commute. Many people use bikes for daily transportation, and there are even bike sharing programs.
What are the benefits of riding a bike?
Riding a bike is great for your health because it's a good form of exercise. It's also environmentally friendly since it doesn't produce pollution. Plus, it's a cost-effective way to get around, as you don't need to spend money on fuel or public transport.
9. Coins. Do you collect coins?
No, I don't collect coins, but I find them interesting. I sometimes keep unique or foreign coins as souvenirs when I travel. It's a nice way to remember different places, and they often have fascinating designs or histories.
Have you ever seen a rare coin?
Yes, I once saw a rare coin at a museum. It was an old coin from ancient times, and it had intricate designs. It was fascinating to learn about its history and how people used it in the past.
How do you usually use coins?
I usually use coins for small purchases like buying snacks or paying for parking. Sometimes, I also use them for public transport when cash is needed. Coins can be handy for these situations.
Are coins used much in your country?
In my country, coins are still used, but not as much as before. Many people prefer digital payments or cards. However, coins are still useful for small amounts and for specific situations like vending machines or parking meters.
10. Perfume. Do you like wearing perfume?
Yes, I enjoy wearing perfume because it helps me feel more confident and adds a personal touch to my style. I think a pleasant scent can leave a lasting impression and can even uplift my mood throughout the day.
What kind of perfumes do you prefer?
I prefer fresh, subtle fragrances like floral or citrus scents. They're light and refreshing, which suits my everyday style. For special occasions, though, I might wear something a bit richer or spicier for a different feel.
Do people in your country often wear perfume?
Yes, a lot of people wear perfume here, especially when going out or to special events. It's common for people to have at least one favorite scent, and it's often considered part of personal grooming.
Is perfume a popular gift in your culture?
Yes, perfume is a very popular gift, especially for birthdays and holidays. It's seen as a thoughtful gift, especially if you choose a scent the person likes. Many people appreciate perfume as it's something personal and luxurious.
That's the end of today's video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn on notifications so you won't miss any future videos.